Should be. All right. All right, we are in here.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Woo. Boy, do we got one today.
Hey.
We got one today. So retweet. Let everybody know because it's going to be an early summary of what's going to go down on the Spicy Sunday podcast. Woo! I had to leave the damn echo on. Mr. Different, how you feeling today?
Better than last time. Last time I was sick as a fucking, I don't even know. I'm good. Back at 100%. You already know.
Man, I missed you, bro, because, man, these podcasts are very important. You're a very important piece, man, and when you're not here, regardless, I don't care what the views look like or anything, man. It's just not the same. Bruh,
Man,
you are greatly appreciated.
I appreciate that, man. I'm just here to support and, do what we got to do, man. Give the people what they want.
Oh.
The funny side of everything.
What is going on? We'll go ahead and run these shout outs right here while I post this stuff on Facebook. Hey, all the IG family, I'm glad y'all in here. Hey. Man, oh man. Trying to knock this rust off of my hands. But, man, so I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the summary before I run that intro. So today's topics, we're going to talk about Gucci Mane interview, which is like 2 weeks old, which means it's like a year old in internet time. Kanye's album, of course, that again is another topic that is already too old for us to talk about this week. But hey, there is some news and updates about that, and I totally enjoyed the Spice Tendo podcast, the Spicy Sundays podcast last week, and boy, was that entertaining. But
I kind of came in late about it, but I just sat there and read everything. I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good Sunday.
Man, oh man. We're gonna talk about Massive X, of course. So we have some type of technology stuff because it's a new update, and they did a lot of new things.
Does it work? As intended.
Hell no. You disrespectful guy.
Hey, y'all know how I am.
Yo, man, I swear to you, I promise you, man.
We can get the update to the fire. That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Man, oh man. And of course, the icing on the cake will be part one of what's going to happen later on the Spicy Sundays podcast. And that is the Twitter warfare in the producer community.
You need gunshots, man, for that. You should.
I actually got better gunshots than this. I'm gonna go ahead and update my sounds and stuff like that.
Go and get them duty sounds. Them good guns right now.
Oh, word. Speaking of which, man, have you played the new Modern Warfare?
I played it at my artist's house, at his studio, while we were getting some stuff mixed down. I played on the PS4. I'm not a console guy. I suck at console, so I can't do it. But overall, I actually enjoy that game. I've got to get it for the PC. Like I got to get it this week. I have to.
I mean, everybody's playing each other right now. It's like cross play amongst all platforms. They're the first console game, $60 game to do that. So that's pretty good.
Because everybody got a PS4, Xbox. I'm like the only PC guy, in my group. So it's like, shit, whatever. That's good for me, so I can play with everybody.
So yeah, make sure y'all reshare this, baby, because we gonna, woo. It's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to talk about.
Let's waste no time then, because we don't want to miss,
Yeah, let's get to it, man. Because paraphrasing and all that stuff got to be out the door. And let's go. Intro.
Being lazy.
Traptendo Podcast. You already know what it is. You have me, DJ Amacria, Traptendo, with Mr. Different. Yeah, buddy.
Back at 100. Let's go. Kick it off, man. Let's kick it out. Let's kick it out. I'm ready. Woo.
Oh, man. You're ready. Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready for this. I'm all about the shits, man. Special shout out to everybody that's joining us early. I really do appreciate you guys. I really want to acknowledge y'all. And the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, what I always do, and that's to talk about the stuff that I posted in the community tab. We already went over the summary of the stuff in the show. It will be on the side, the docket, the topics, and all that when I cut to it, so pay attention. I will, if you ask for a link or something like that, even though the people on the other listening, streaming platforms won't be able to see the links, I will put it in the chat. That's a special thing for everybody that goes to see these live shows. So, first off, I gave hints of rebranding, and I'm going to do a rebrand. You see Tien McCree there. And yeah, man, shout out to my dude, Miles High, that did the artwork for me. There's a lot more for that. Also, I've been doing a lot of the giveaways, and I do appreciate everybody that has been a part of those giveaways, and especially the companies that have collaborated with me, one of them being AccuSonics, which this is supposed to expire this Friday. But whatever. Go ahead.
Oh, so you got the name right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Mr. Different. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Horn for you. Hit me with the solar flare when I said it wrong. But
I'm blinded. Hell no. Oh man.
Yo.
Hey, I need to rewatch all them, man.
Yeah, so hit that community tab up if you want to sign up for it. It's about $750 worth of software being given to one lucky winner, and the time is there to count down 4 days. It's supposed to expire on Friday, but hey, it overlapped on my other giveaway, which was for this right here. That is a recent video. Again, for the other giveaway, you have to go to my YouTube. Damn, here I go. Goddamn.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
You gotta go to djamacree.net, link in the description, and you have to sign up for my mailing list. If you're already a part of my mailing list and you signed up October 18th and beyond, you don't have to sign up again. But if you haven't signed up since then, you're not on the mailing list for the giveaway. So that is different from everything else. So let that be known. And that's for the Pioneer DDJ SB3. A lot of people want to get into DJing. Mr. Different, I heard you said you want to be the DJ.
I want to do a little something on the side. Like I just need find I want to get like a small controller, cheap controller, and get and start off with like a free software, something like that. Just kind of just learn and get into it, because I think it'd be fun to do. Something to do for the channel at least. Something just to be doing, or get some weddings and going and pay a little $50-$100 to do a wedding.
Oh, nah, you got to charge better than that, brother.
Oh man, come on, hell no. Got to start somewhere, but definitely gonna be hitting them with the prices, but hey,
practice. That's all I say. That's all I got to say. Practice.
I'm learning that guitar back there, so that's all. I can't have time to do anything else right now. So
yeah, then don't be like me. I try to be good at everything all at once.
It's all hey, that's good though. I mean, hey, the more you know, the better. I mean, shit, you can never know too much skills. You never have too much knowledge. I mean, if I say, the more you know, the better. Just keep at it.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of the juicy stuff. So the first topic we're going to talk about, this is the warm-up topic, is the Gucci Mane interview.
Are we talking about the one with him and Charlemagne, or
him and Charlemagne? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link in the chat real quick, and I'm going to make sure that everybody knows what I'm talking about, and is this right here. So chat gang, there you go. I think I posted the longer link. I shouldn't have did that, but whatever. So for those that have been living under a rock, Gucci Mane has came back out. And yes, I know this is a little old of a topic, but I missed out on the day I could talk about it. And he came out with Woptober, which is something that he usually does around October. thus the name Woptober. So, Gucci Mane was doing his press runs, and he had a special interview with Charlamagne, and it's over here right now. I'm not going to play it because I'm tired of getting copyright claims on my podcast. But, he had some interesting things to say. One of the more interesting things that he had to say was definitely his thoughts about Charlamagne's people, his allies on the Breakfast Club, one of which being DJ Envy, the other being Angela Yee. I don't know how in the world it even got to it, but it was asked by Charlamagne, and Gucci Mane said that he would, quote unquote, slap the shit out of DJ Envy. I don't know. Have you seen this interview?
I did not see the interview, but I did see like kind of the build up to it, how people trying to explain like what happened.
The memes.
I guess, yeah, pretty much, yeah, exactly. But I think people were talking about how the old interview he had with them, he was saying some foul shit or some stuff got said and all that. So I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it because they didn't want the Envy and Angela Yee didn't want to do the interview or something like that. So Charlamagne did on his own or something like that. But yeah,
I can't really remember. That might have been the context for it, but also I remember just the fact that I didn't know he had a problem with Envy. I knew he had a problem with Angela Yee because she tried to make it seem like he lied on his dick or whatnot, which I don't see why in the world Gucci Mane would lie on his dick or anything like that. I mean, I know certain things aren't appropriate in today's society, but something like that where they was engaging in a nice little talk there. Why would he just kind of like play it off? And then he did it in front of her by that means. So yeah, it's just crazy. But I think he did say that he would slap the shit out of her too. It was crazy.
Oh well, damn. Well, okay, you don't say that about a female, man.
It was something around that lines. I don't know. I can't really remember. I should have refreshed my brain. But yeah, it's the chat said Gucci got that coochie. Wow.
Hell no.
Oh man, you can't say that. We live in a society now that you can't say certain things, guys.
Oh yeah, man, 2020 gonna be crazy. 2019 was just horrible with that kind of. You can't say stuff nowadays on anything, any platform. Like, I hope 2020 cleans itself up. I pray.
Everybody's very excited for the spicy Sundays.
I'm excited for it too. I want to get the real breakdown. I'm excited for it too. Like shit.
Me too.
Jeez, I'm gonna be up in that chat laughing my ass. I ain't got nothing to do today. No shit. Besides this podcast, man, shit, I'm ready.
Yeah.
2019 is the worst. Damn right it was. It was horrible.
So I don't know if you heard the album, the Woptober album or not. So
no, I have not. I have not.
Yeah, I've taken a listen to it.
So it was an album or was it a mixtape?
At this point, can you really call something a mixtape if it's gonna count towards sales of some sort? Like it really does.
It's on Spotify on every major platform, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or is it on like them backwood mixtape websites?
No. This is Spotify, all that joint. Okay. Like this is official. So Yoga Fish made a pretty decent point here. He said women don't handle rejection very well. I don't think anybody handles rejection very well, but definitely when you reject a woman of some sorts, like they get very upset, because they're not supposed to be.
Except on the low blows and the jabs that you did at that point.
Yeah, and it don't necessarily have to be sexually related either. It could be any type of rejection. I have seen some ladies get very upset when you say no in general. But the Woptober album, my thoughts about it from what I heard, I wasn't really impressed with the production. And there's by no means talking shit towards any of the producers that were on that joint. I heard the joint that Metro did with another producer, and congrats to both anyways for getting that placement. But that's expected of Metro. But it's really good to see him work with new guys, or at least they're new to me because I only know like Metro and TM88 worked on that as well. I thought that his track was really good. I mean, no bias, but I thought it was pretty decent. And. It just kind of, it was just, I look at production, the way I look at production is probably like how I got like the Future Dirty Sprite 2 on my wall and Jay-Z Blueprint. Like, it's a full-on production, just really well put together projects. And that's kind of my expectations from Gucci Mane at this point.
Oh yeah, of course.
If I was to rate it, I'd probably give about a 6, or a light 6 or a heavy 7 out of 10. Fantano. Bandano!
Guess I'm gonna check that out, then. I'm gonna check that out.
All right, so that's enough of that. Kanye West album, definitely something sorta that I could talk about. Again, it's another old, but it's internet old, so that's like a year old, even though it was like a week and a half ago, I guess. But
yeah,
his album came out, a lot of stuff, which is going to tie into the Twitter warfare topic that we have. But a lot of people had their comments on it. I thought to myself, as somebody that's not too huge of a Kanye West fan, at least not after his first 3 albums. Or no, let me take that back, because I did like 808 and Heartbreaks. That album was...
I did. A lot of people didn't really... I mean, I like the album. Like, a lot of people didn't really like that. Like I thought they would.
Yeah.
Pretty good album to me. I really enjoyed it.
But Jesus is King finally came out. Everybody weighed in on it. My personal opinion is... well, go ahead, Mr. Different. I want to hear your opinion on that album.
I liked it. Oh, I didn't like it like, oh, this is the best Kanye album I ever heard. I liked it as far as like, I like the production on it. I really did enjoy the beats, the production, the quality, and all that. It was just a different Kanye, man. It's not the same Kanye, of course,
Which
we'll
is good.
We never get that graduation of freshman, and we'll never get that kind of Kanye ever again, you know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy it, at least. I did enjoy it. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't go through the whole album. I did go halfway through, and I was like, it's all right. But I was like, it just didn't hold my attention like I thought it would, like a Kanye West album usually does, So I mean, I enjoyed it. It's all right.
Yeah,
it seemed like it's just a bunch of songs just kind of thrown together and just like, yeah, what it is. I mean, I don't know. That's me personally, but like I said, I like Kanye West, but at this point, I mean, he's just not that same Kanye West, So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of like the dilemma when you're an artist, because you can have something that is your niche, and then once you like go away from that niche, people. Well, either you have the fans, the stands that will just ride with you no matter what, and then you have fans that may just not like it, and then you have people that just, they just are very, very critical. And I think Kanye is a very critical person, so obviously people are going to weigh in on stuff really hard, because he already goes against the grain on every single thing in the world. So... people have this perspective that Kanye isn't the old Kanye. They want the new Kanye, or vice versa, or whatever. I think, in my personal opinion, from listening to the album, because I listened to it, and by me, again, I'm not a Stan fan or any of that stuff. I'm not one of these guys that just blindly defend him or just blindly just talk shit about him. But I feel that the Jesus is King album, in my opinion, is his best album so far. Might have some gospel bias, because me coming from a gospel background, very religious background, I understand. I actually can appreciate his approach in that regard, and just watching him grow as a human being, I can see that as well. Also. There is the underlining of what has went down. Of course, if I would have did a hot take, or we would have did a hot take last week, we wouldn't have gotten into the real fatness of the spicy stuff, which was the fact that he got a $68 million refund. But none of that really has to do with the actual base product, that is the music that he dropped. And I thought the music that he dropped was pretty damn solid. He did all the checks and balances. He didn't... A lot of people said it sounded rushed. Some people say it sounded rushed. Me personally, I like the grittiness of it. It reminds me of old 50s and 60s gospel records. And I wouldn't be surprised if he, was going for that gritty vibe altogether.
The production of the album was on point. The production was like where it was at. Like everything was just done correctly, in my opinion. Like in that, I really did enjoy the production. But, like I said, music is always going to be suggestive. So, it's always going to be something, we don't like or we do like or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, everything was open. That's the beauty of what Kanye does. It's like, he's always gonna make a conversation of a conversation by saying stuff. Again, I heard a lot of people, MG being one of them, weigh in on his intellectual talents and not well as a speaker, and I can't help but to think of myself and be like, hey, like dog, like when you're meant to do music, you're meant to do music. You're not gonna be meant to be political. You're not gonna be, as much as we all want to be most multifaceted, it isn't gonna happen for a vast majority of us. Very few people are very multifaceted. That's why it's a gift beyond gifts. He's not blessed with the gift of speaking and uplifting and like AMG the Future, which one thing I like about MG is that he does do his background checks, and he does his checks, and he tries to find whatever faults in it, what is good, what's bad. He looks at it from all sides. That's what makes for, when you're a conversationalist, is that you do your research. And Kanye ain't, he really ain't did much of his research at all. I mean, on a lot of things.
So what would you score the album? What would you score? I would score like a solid 7. Like a solid 7. Even though I didn't finish it, I mean, I kind of got the bigger picture. I went halfway through it, and I was like, I get a solid 7, 6.57. It was solid. It was good. It's good to listen to.
Above average. That's above average score. I mean, I respect that.
Yeah. I don't know if I would keep listening to it over and over and over. More like I listen to it, but for a week, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I say about an 8 out of 10. I know I'm gonna catch a lot of hell, but that is what I got from it.
Man, no, they ain't catch their head. That's your honest opinion. That's how you feel about it. That's how you feel about it. Nobody can tell you what you like and what you don't like. Anybody who try to tell you that you're wrong on your opinion is dumb as fuck. Point blank period. That goes to anybody. Like, for real. Like, everybody has an opinion and they're entitled to it. And if you feel like it was for you, that's what you feel like it is. Hey, that's a correct score. I respect that.
Yeah, and it's not. And I'm not looking like, because a lot of people are trying to pull out the full scope, but then I have to respect people for pulling the whole scope on Kanye's album with him as a person. And as much as you want to separate the music from the actual person, I'm talking about the music. The actual person, Kanye as a person, I give him about a 1.5 out of 10. A 1.5 out of 10. That doesn't have nothing to do with him rocking a MAGA hat because or his political beliefs or whatever, all the other stuff that he rants about and how he carries himself as a man. That has a whole lot to do with the fact that he has a lot of reflections of a shitty person. But
music good still. Music still good. So
music's still good.
That's all I care about.
And he's a work in progress. He has a whole bunch going on. And I can respect, and as far as him being a father, I give him about a 9.5 out of 10.
Right.
So, personality, 1.5 out of 10.
yeah, for a long time. Yeah, he held that number for a long time. That's just Kanye. He's got to accept it.
Matter of fact, I'll take it to like a 0.5. I'll take it to a 0.5. And that way, fatherhood gives him about the 9.5. So there you go. But anyways, let's go ahead to the next tier. We doing good. 24 minutes in, and we're doing good. We probably ain't gonna miss Spicy Sundays unless they just jump on.
Greg Johnson.
God damn, I'm waiting for that, boy. So I got to be the introduction to what all the shit's about to be about today. But so
what's this update we talking about?
All right, so Massive X got a sort of a huge update.
You can't be sort of huge. No, it can't. No, stop lying to me. Stop playing.
No, Massive X got a pretty huge update.
No, sort of huge. No, man. What they do? They added 2 more presets.
Shit, man.
Does the modulation finally work? Oh, does it install correctly? Hey, I bet the update was delayed.
Hell no.
Oh, I need to stop giving it. That's why I don't get stuff in their instruments. Exactly why. That's why it won't give me you don't send me no keyboard.
They ain't gonna never send me shit no ways, man.
Hell no, man. They'll probably send me a power cable.
See, that has a lot to do with just a few. Well, let me not say that, man. It's not like I haven't. I've been blessed to meet these guys and to talk it out with them. But most of the stuff, if I like it, I'll buy it anyway. So, but anyway, so
Greg said the Massive X reverted back to the original. That's the update.
Oh,
I'm done, man. I can't do it, man. I'm glad the Massive X happened the way it happened because it took my $10 off fire. It took the $10. Oh no, they changed the GUI. Get out of here.
Oh man, don't be reading the damn thing. Hey, dark mode. Hey, that's my job. Let me host. Let me read the ducket. God damn it. Shit. So Mass Effect's update with dynamic envelopes and LFO and new presets too. And a new skin. And they have a dark mode skin. I mean, that's the flavor right now.
Slide to the right. It's on that dick.
Hey, this is a better update than that goddamn Waves Renaissance stuff, man. I'm just saying.
That hurt my feelings the Waves did, but
here we go again.
I should have. Matter of fact, I will put that on the docket. We're gonna talk about that after this. So, anyways,
we got to.
Native Instruments make good on some promises with version 1.1 and finally published it. And this, let me post this into the chat here so you guys can read while your lesson there. I know a lot of you guys can read, or like to read. I shouldn't say it like they can read, but after a lot of hype, Native Instruments Mass Effect finally landed in June, but there were things lacking in the long-awaited Super Sim. Despite very good first impressions, a lot of them Shillingtons, noted that a small selection of effects and I don't even know the paucity of visual feedbacks. I don't know. The lack of feedback, and I'm going to paraphrase, and the lack of NKS support. What? A Native Instruments plugin with little to no native Instruments support or an NKS support? Wow. Support among things that we could have, like, remended or whatever. I don't. God damn, I'm reading, boy.
Well, do it live. Fuck it.
Native Instruments has from the start let everybody know that the feature updates and more presets in the works, and the first significant update has now arrived. The synth interface has 5 new modes, light dark color schemes plus flat versions of all 3. Okay. Because I did notice that it was a little 3D-ish, but that kind of, I don't know, maybe perhaps that made that's why the GUI was a little wonk, or at least on my system, because my shit's old, 2014 processor, whatever, fuck y'all. But there are more presets. They added 60 new traditional instrument-inspired presets to sit alongside with another 100, so I guess altogether 160. Mass Effect. I don't know. And I also said that since ADSR envelopes and switch LFOs are now dynamic, although the newly published full manual, in which they didn't have a manual. Anyways, does this really make you want to try out Mass Effect?
No,
none at all.
Because the massive hype train died for me in February when it was supposed to release. I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be dope, man. This might make me actually upgrade to like the new stuff. And then it got delayed. Then when it came out, it was broken as fuck. So it's like, no, they're doing this whole how video games are doing stuff now, how they're launching the early access and they're trying to update it over time. I ain't got time for that. Like, if you got a plugin that you spend this much time on,
but the same could be said about every plugin company. They'll have it sometimes. Native Instruments being a big enough company, and you would think that they will beta test it a little better. But
or give more people the chance to check it out. You know trusted source. Don't just use the guy who's gonna say yes to everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even use it. They don't even use it after that video.
And somebody that's like a brand.
That shit get on my fucking nerve. That companies need to start giving plugins and products.
Somebody that's a brand ambassador for like companies like Waves and like Plugin Boutique and things that I can feel some of the heat that these guys get, but at the same time, it's up to them to actually speak their mind, because it's not about just saying, "Oh yes, it's great." Because I wouldn't work with Waves or Plugin Boutique or whoever if I wasn't allowed to have a personal opinion. Don't mean I had to bash
thanks.
it, but I definitely would point out the things that need improvement so that people would know that, because especially in the place that I'm at, I don't get the same amount of respect as, per se, a Bo Beats that could just go ahead and say something as far as glaringly good and then, you know, continue to have the same success. Man, I can't even say success today.
Well, man, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right, but like I said, like I know me, for example, I like to try to point out all the negatives too.
And then you get shitted on pretty hard too because of that.
Exactly. I do it's like okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, here's a plugin, but I only tell you everything good about it. That's stupid, because then when you get it, you be like, wait a minute, what the fuck is? Why he say nothing? And I look bad.
Niggas already can't install the shit these days. Like that is a big problem to me. Like damn, like shit. Like and that's, I mean, that's fine. Not everybody's gonna be a beginner or whatever. But I mean, damn, everybody's gonna be a beginner, but at one time or another. But not everybody's gonna be a novice and know what to do. And you know, but sometimes it's like, holy shit, man! Like I have the install instructions in the video, and your ass didn't even know how to do that. I walked you through this. And Chris, I can't pronounce his last name, but he's a pretty big YouTuber. He's soared past me as far as subscribers and views and stuff like that, and rightfully so. I his quality is great. But you know, he made a video, he made a meme. I wish I have it pulled up, but he was talking about like how people view videos, and you know how they'll just go to the beginning of the video.
How to skip through it. Yeah. He had I seen it. Yeah, that's what I feel like too. Like people just don't watch your videos. Like you tell them exactly how stuff's done, and they still be in the comments, bro, it's not working. It's like what? What? Like, what are you watching? You watching it 15 times speed? Why the fuck you not getting it?
Yeah, so, and then we also put in consideration that we do videos that aren't very lengthy on purpose, because you guys ain't gonna watch it. You're used to watching a 10-minute clip, a 10-second clip on IG, or a 1-minute clip.
Yeah.
So
why am I gonna make a 30-minute video on how to fucking change the route to the mixer channel or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna do that? You know, like. I don't know, but some people like longer videos, some people don't. But at the same time, I don't feel like this new updates all that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, I ain't got nothing against that injury, because I still use Contact. I use Contact like a motherfucker. What else I use out of there? I use a bunch of their fakes. I use Guitar Rig. I mean, but I just don't feel like Massive was it. I think they need to work on something else.
Yeah, for what it is, and I'm glad that Native Instruments is doing updates, because they have been criticized for not doing a lot of updates on a lot of things. Like me doing my research, because I do have the S2 Mark III, by the way, guys, and
oh, nice.
And you know, it has tracked the DJ, and the biggest complaint in the DJ community is that it's not on the level of Serato. And when I mess with it or whatnot, I'm just now getting into Serato and Tractor. I noticed little to no difference, but when it comes down to the controllers though, and the functionality of the controllers, there are certain things, even in the budget controller realm, that they need to work on as far as like certain things. But you know, Native Instruments is trying to make the improvements, and that's a step in the right direction. And I think that they can learn a lot from their past mess ups. You know, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, they got FM. They can work on FM9 now.
Leave that alone. Leave that alone.
Can we get Reactor 7?
Plug our crush.
Absent 2? Can we get that? Can we get Absent 2? I mean, shit.
Plug our crush the damn FM synthesis world, man. Like with that Chips MD, there ain't no reason why anybody should be trying to make another VST FM synth plugin ever.
Well, I mean, but yeah, look at that's modeling, you know, one of the famous FM chips out there. But some people want to have a more modern, cleaner FM synthesis, and there's really
You can get that out of that too. You can get that out of that too.
Honestly, the best FM synthesizer I've seen besides Chipset is probably Citrus.
Yeah,
FL Studio, probably Citrus. Citrus is probably one of the best out there. I think there's like can't really compute that. It comes inside FL Studio, so. Yeah, I mean, but I would like to see them try. I would like to see them try a new type of synth, like not try to update anything else, but just try to create something completely new from scratch, and don't make it like contained inside Reactor or Contact, nothing like that. Like
I just think Native Instruments has there's a few things that, you know, with Massive it'll work. Yeah, standalone. Do you hit it?
That standalone machine gives that.
Yeah. Again, if I can't if I can remember, Noodles, which is usually active in the comments, the chats, and all that stuff. Like Noodles said, like the F1 make it like how the SP404SX is. And I was like, damn, that is a goddamn good idea, because now you have a small little portable controller. Well, really, it'll be a sampler. And I don't know. It just depends.
Why haven't somebody made something like that yet besides Roland? I mean, why haven't? I'm surprised nobody has actually looked into making like a new lo-fi box. Yeah,
Teenage Engineering with the pocket operators.
Yeah, this little baby right here that I need to play with some more. But I mean, I would like to see this in a more memory, more functionality, and just bigger. Like I think I would love that. Even though I love this, I think this is the best pocket operator you can get for the money. But I mean, I would love to see that pocket operator bigger, more memory, and more options to control it. But I mean, there's people out there doing some dope ass shit.
Yeah, but long story short, though, Tractor DJ has gotten a lot better from what I've seen in the multiple amount of videos and research that I've done. It's came a long way. I remember getting Tractor in the dark ages
Dark age, like was just Tractor.
when I was one of those guys.
Ain't it free? Ain't it free too?
Tractor? No, Tractor DJ. Yes, Tractor DJ is free. The iOS and the Tractor DJ, but the Tractor DJ Pro software it costs like $100, and it comes with everything. Serato, if you go and look in the Serato world, you can buy the Pro version, yes, indeed, for $130, but you still have to have add-ons. Yes, they do have a subscription-based model as well, which helps the developers, and I think we should talk about that one day. It's about this whole subscription thing, because we already see that wave happening.
We talk about it, but we never we never have a focus. We never put on the ducket. Yeah, so we need to do that. Yeah, I got something to say about it. It's good and bad, and depending on how you do it. Like it's a good way to do it and a bad way to do it. Yeah, in my opinion. But yeah, Massive X.
We're paying attention to the chat. I see people saying like they want updates to some of the software that they have, and I think that's down the pipeline. I think they got the developers hopefully to work on their oldest. Hey man, a lot of things have changed over there, and I can't even talk about it on the air, and I'm not trying to be that filthy Frank, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff changing.
I mean, hey, 2020's around the corner, so you never know. We might get something. They might blow us out the water next.
They got to work on that machine software as well, because there's no way I can. I loaded one massive. I was about to say Massive X. One version of a Massive in a project on this laptop, and it's almost about to crash the laptop, or it's just going crazy. I think that's crazy, especially when I go into Ableton and FL Studio, and I can open up about 5 or 6 Massives and still got CPU to spare.
They got to figure something out. They got time. They ain't going nowhere. That's the thing about it. That company's not going nowhere. So it's all good.
Because I love the machine. I love the way that they design their gear. They know how to minimize or to be minimal with the way that they put their knobs. Their design perspective is very good. I think that software has to improve. But let's go ahead and move on, because I know.
Yeah. I was gonna sound like the machine. I would love to get a machine, but let's say I just can't do it the way the software connectivity is for. I just can't do that. It just doesn't work for me. Let's go. Oh boy. Here's our little spice today. Oof.
Man, oh man, this is the warm-up to the real show of Spicy Sundays with MG the Future and CMP.
Woo.
Man, oh man. Twitter warfare. It went down yesterday. So, to give a quick summary to everybody how and what went down and why, MG the Future, oh my God, that guy.
Ooh, he went in this week. Had me rolling.
So, it started off on a Friday night, me minding my business on Twitter, seeing all the ignorant shit that people were saying and doing, just getting some entertainment in. Because Friday, I actually went out. I went out to Stankonia. They had a nice party. And shout out to DJ Sharp B. Shout out to my dude, man. He killed that shit. And it was a great party. It cost $40 to get in. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Holy shit, man, $40 for a party." Well, Steakonia, nice studio, not very public. It's supposed to be a private event, and it was for the most part. $40, everybody get in. Some people, of course, didn't have to pay, and people like that. If you go to a party of mine, I don't care who you are, who you represent, you got to put in for it, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing a party, if not 10 times out of 10, there's a cost behind it. And it was a really good party. Dope DJ again, DJ Sharp B, and I hope I'm saying his name right. It might be DJ B Sharp. If don't worry, I'm old, man. Just forgive me. But sitting there anyways. Good party. Free pizza. Well, free food. Free drink. Drink. Grown folk drink. And good tequila. Good event. Some really important people there. So lead the party, riding the Uber, because why in the world would I drive if I'm drunk? And I open up my Twitter. I see MG the Future like in my recommends or something like that, or whatever it is on Twitter. And I'm reading.
It was like the first post for me. It's loud.
And boy, oh boy, was it going on. So as I go to my Twitter feed, it's going to take a second for it to load, my guys.
The suspense is killing us. Oh boy.
So, I'm sitting there talking about, the damn DJ controller, the SB3. And, I'm looking at that. People are saying, yeah, man, I love to win it. Then I see MG the Future. November 1st, and he came in swinging. So the first one was the real conspiracy is all these super cap artists end up sued or broken in less than 2 years and ask for hot beats in their email while they are on a label with a producer who signed 15 other producers for melodies.
Come on, hell no.
So it was kind of clear of where he was coming from there. I mean, goddamn, from that point, I don't think people were ready for. I wasn't ready. Were you ready?
Oh, hell no. Once I saw the first one, I was like, oh, hell. Then I just saw like the list just kept going. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, let me just read these. I couldn't. I was crying. But the man saying facts, though. But it's just the way he says. It's the way he says stuff, though. The way he puts it in perspective, the way he words it. It's just pure genius.
Use your imagination, people. Who he was talking about.
Yeah. Who was it he talking about that day? He called some names out, a couple of.
I felt like he got into me. But see, I learned my lesson from even reacting to these things or overreacting.
Yeah.
And one thing I know, and I love MG the Future for his brutal honesty or his outside thinking.
Right.
But you got to take it with a grain of salt and don't get over emotional with people like that. And just
but he knew people were going to. He knew
exactly.
People. I like about MG. He knows how people are gonna feel. Like people are gonna get all mad and salty and all that. Which there was some salty.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And the next one, of course, me crying. MG the Future. The real conspiracy is buying ads. Worked. Why no one in all these ads got a shape up or furniture in there?
He talking about that.
Come on, hell no.
What dude?
KE on the track.
I don't know his name. Who?
Well, I see KE on the track.
Oh, I see. No, I'm talking about the dude who be like, why you ain't making beats on Ableton Live really good? You need to join my course. I can't stand that motherfucking
my nigga. Yeah. If it works for him, God bless him. But that shit is annoying as fucking shit. I hate garbage. That and the Unison. Fuck Unison Audio. But
everybody, why is on like me, you, MG, CMP? All we get is Unison fucking ads all the time. They targeting us.
And it really pissed. Yeah, of course they are. But the thing is, and I need to go into my AdSense and just block them. But I don't need their fucking money. I don't want their money, and I don't want them to endorse shit I do. Because one thing I don't like is people that scam, and then you're targeting people that have quote unquote an audience or a following. And the main reason why you're doing that is because these people are down with the program. I'm not down with the program. One, fucking, first of all, they're scalar. Second of all, you don't even have to pay $50. Scale helpers in your fucking DAW of FL Studio. And they purposely are going for the FL Studio guys because a lot of you guys are beginners. I don't want to say that you're stupid motherfuckers, but I do want to say a lot of y'all are beginners and y'all have the biggest audience. So when y'all do get offended about somebody talking about FL Studio like that, well, guess what? These fucking shithead ass people that are making these packs that are available free worldwide and been like that for years and are built inside of your damn DAW, and the people that they target that are using their influence, quote unquote, because I'm not a fucking influencer. Get it straight. I'm not an influencer. Yes, I get opportunities. Yes, I get sponsors, but by no means will I co-sign a fucking shit product just so I can get some fucking paycheck. And that's where MG the Future is talking about the cap, because a lot of these niggas don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. That's bottom line. And I'm sorry I had to start getting upset and cursing and shit, but that's how I fucking feel, man.
You just tell them like it is, though. You ain't saying nothing lie, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's what it is. Facts.
So here go CMP. So we waiting on y'all niggas, boy. We waiting on y'all to get ready. We just warming it up. But
I want all the detail. I got hear the real detail.
Matter of fact, we're gonna hear about all this conspiracy. I got a special button for you, Craft Master.
They probably heard. I ain't hear shit.
Yeah, it is. I just, man. God bless you. God bless you, CMP. But all right. So moving forward here. So next one, of course, MG the Future says. Survey says. But he says the real conspiracy is if all that cap worked and all those subscribers meant something, all these producers would have way more views. Instead, I'm seeing less system-wide. What YouTube changed the algorithm? How long are we gonna run with that? Now, me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I got in my feelings, Drake, because my views have dropped, and I'm fine with that because that usually happens. Like sometimes I just don't get the views. Like if my thumbnail ain't popping, I ain't feeling it. I don't get the views because I don't buy. Boy, if shit, that's some Zeus saved me. But I would
if it can anymore.
Shit, but no. It's still there. It's still there. It's just that there's different ways of doing it now, and people are doing that. And I'm not about to waste a dime on promoting like that. The furthest I go is doing Facebook ads and stuff like that. That's about it because my IG is whack, admittedly. But I said my views stay shitty and good. Unfortunately, only 8% of your sub count watches your video. Of course, you made a comment about that in your video. Of course, I believe the guitar video. I believe.
Yeah, only 80% of people watch. 80% of people watch my videos aren't subscribed because, like I said, YouTube don't give a fuck about small creators no more. They need to stop pretending they little bitty Q&A things and little update videos. Like, oh, we care about the small creators. No, y'all care about the big fucking brands and all that shit. So just stop.
Exactly, it's corporate ran regardless.
Yeah, and we know.
And the videos that I get the most views on right now are the reviews and stuff like that, regardless of it being good or not, and if the companies choose to even work with me because I spit either the truth or not. And that's kind of like one of my things that I have an issue with. Oh, my nigga! MG the Future has arrived in the chat. Goddamn.
We were in the chat. Where you been? But you must be heated. You must be blinded with rage or something.
Yeah, so MG the Future goes and says that, and I respond, the rest comes from impressions. Basically, and let me explain to like everybody in the chat and people that are gonna watch in the past or people that's just not in the chat or whatever. The way YouTube works, KBZ 2018.
Hell no.
The way YouTube really works right now is that it doesn't matter if you have a shit ton of subscribers at all. It really doesn't. Your video in your feed, even if they are subscribed to you, only 8% or a certain percent below 20% are going to see that video, rightfully so, because people are pouring videos all the time. And if you're subscribed to a lot of channels, then there's going to be a lot of videos. So you got to have a great thumbnail, 1 and 2. So whatever happens in the first couple of hours between people reacting or watching it. So if you get like 1,000 views within an hour or so, your video is going to be served, thus impressions, right? So with those impressions, that means that you get a lot of recommendations. You're going to be on the front page. If this wasn't such a fucking corporate clout chasing ass fucking platform, you would be in the trending tab. But you know, that's reserved for Disney, ESPN, and people that are faking it like they are really independent. They're not. In case you missed that. But
Hell no.
I like that dude though. I watched his drone video because I want that fucking drone so bad. But
shit.
you know, it's reserved for the people that, you know, play by the rules, quote unquote. And you know, the rest coming from impressions, and they might as well get rid of sub count on YouTube and choose the person they want. And that's kind of the way I feel about it. And I think that's why MG went on that. And we get some more shit from MG the Future. And he says the real conspiracy is why Cody has a following and his own platform, but joined internet money to share a bedroom and orchestra.
Hell no.
You gotta love MG.
For placements.
MG does not hold no punch, but he be throwing them haymakers. He be knocking everybody out. He don't care. I fuck with MG the whole. He's fucking.
Instead of making money on his stolen.
It was that one and another. It was that one and another one.
Instead of making money on stolen pack ideas. Oh yeah, I forgot. He got heat for that nigga because he stole his Trapanese title, and rightfully so, because I one of the fuck niggas over there at ADSR was, shout out to the guys at ADSR. I fucks with them. But one of the people stole my goddamn Traptendo shit and put a pack out. I haven't had a chance to listen to it, but I guarantee you there are probably some my loops in that bitch. So I understand where MG is coming from there, and I find that to be a little bit, suspect. You're doing shit with Drake, but you sign with internet money. But whatever, to each his own. That's his own move. Fuck it, because it's 100% cap. That's what I said.
Get your cap on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't cap, you ain't right.
He ain't done yet. So the next thing is I'm trying to
can't keep up with all the good spice
between the chat and what's going on the screen here. So here it goes right here. The real conspiracy is why Unison Audio is placing MIDI ads all over my damn videos when everybody's using loops. Then it gets a little bit more spicier. And he says, there we go, Busy Work Beats. Why are we teaching music theory if Splice is making more money than BeatStars? Goddamn. Conspiracy. Why output selling loops if everybody's making hip hop via piano? And I said, man, fuck Unison Odyssey. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck them niggas. I should have put up the fuck them other niggas because I ride for my niggas. But goddamn. I can't rock with Unison Audio on any level at all whatsoever. And if you buy that pack, you should know that you can get Scalar. Scalar has all that shit in there, and at your access, you can do what the fuck you want. Then, if you don't want to pay the $50 for Scalar, you can just open up FL Studio because they're targeting you guys.
Actually, you can open FL Studio, Ableton Live, Studio One,
every one of them. There's no need for that shit.
You press the keys. Logic tells you what notes you're pressing and tells you what key.
And that is what I want in fucking Ableton, man. Goddamn, yeah, every dog should have that.
Like they trying to sell you. They sell you what you already got for free. Come on, that's all they did, man.
Y'all niggas, man. I swear, I'm just gonna repackage every fucking stock sound in fucking FL and repack it and say goat shit.
I'm going to Reddit. I'm going to Reddit and get my Reddit resale pack.
Mm-hmm. I'm a KB's of the game. Goddamn it. Yep, I did.
Anyway, I'm about to drop that what you call it, Zaytoven Volume 2 pack.
And then Lo-Fi Matt, he's going in on MG the Future for whatever reason. He's a German.
Man.
I'm a German too, but goddamn, dude, like let MG the Future talk his shit, and it continues. The real conspiracy is why these producers got pictures in the airport, new shoes, eating cheesecake, but they're never in a fucking studio with an artist.
That's true. They work with all these artists, but you may see them in the studio with them.
And that's when I chimed in again. I was saying because you got platforms telling stories. Like I actually deleted. I said what I really said. You got producer grind telling niggas that you can pay for collabs and that's gonna make you successful, and that only works for like a select few, dog. Like instead of paying for collabs, just start from the basic, very fucking beginning and work with an artist that isn't known. You just put together. The game needs that. The game needs a producer and an artist that are willing to work with each other from the ground up instead of something. Do you guys not realize why Metro and TM88 and South, why y'all niggas like hit them? Because they had worked with so many damn artists out here in Atlanta that weren't popping, and then they got popping, and then they started getting the go up. So instead of running to Southside, TM88 and all these dudes, and I do apologize, TM88, I'm not bashing you, my dude. Go and develop an artist yourself. Work with somebody that has talent. Yes, it will cost you some money, but goddamn, man, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. Money and time. Yes, they're very valuable.
Look at it like this. Every big artist would start out unsigned. So why the fuck are you chasing all these placements and all this? Was like, there's a bunch of unsigned talent who might be the next one right there, because every major artist was unsigned and unknown at one point and eventually got put on. You could be that person who breaks that artist into the industry. And then look at what's his name? With the producer with the baby, Jetson made it. I mean, he was working, the baby before he blew up, and bam, when he getting his boom, and now look at him now. He's produced for almost everybody now. So I mean, come on, man, like.
Here go Nerve Vision. Here go fucking Nerve Vision in the damn chat talking about Metro had a following before he moved to Atlanta. But when did niggas really give a fuck about Metro until he moved into Atlanta? He moved to Atlanta for a reason, my nigga. So chill the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people need to stop being antisocial little bitches, staying in their room all day, not doing nothing, playing video games and masturbating and hentai porn. Get the fuck out there and go work with some artists. Goddamn, come on, man. I need to stop doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
Crying like little babies and stuff like that. I'll send you an email. What's your email? I'll send you 50 beats through the email. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Get out there and meet an artist and actually work for him.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we had the Spice Tendo podcast, we all chimed in on something that Swiss Beats said, even though CMPMG did they thing with Swiss Beats. But the fact is, the valid opinion that Swiss Beats had at the Revolt Summit, by the way, which I attended, I was there and everybody pointed that out, is that if you're not going to be, there's a big difference between a producer and a beat maker. People hate that shit. People hate when he says that shit, but there is a valid point to this. Yeah. Because you're going to be passing, like, sitting in a room with an artist is one thing, and then just making a shit ton of beats is quite another. Now, Busyworks Beats had a very good point, and I do respect Busyworks Beats for saying that. And for people that think me and Busyworks Beats hate each other, dog. Me and Busyworks Beats talk a lot. But, I understand that if you do get the placement, what's the difference? What does it matter? I see your point, and my point is that yes, you can get a placement and be hot for one time, but there's a difference between, again, somebody that gets one fucking placement. How shitty is it if you go 10 times platinum, but yet you can't get another fucking placement ever again? You can't go platinum again. How shitty of a nigga you are if you can't fucking blow up after that. And the reason why is because you're sitting there chasing other fucking producers and all this shit, trying to make your mass conglomerate, when you should be chasing or building an artist up from the ground up. There's a difference and then you can have producers when you have an artist.
If I accidentally come across get a placement, say I get a major placement and it go gold or whatever, it goes whatever, but I'm known now. I would be looking for I'd be looking for so many unsigned artists right now and unknown artists and be trying to build them up off my name instead of trying to get the next big placement, because you can do way better doing that. But I don't know. I guess
good music is good music. who the fuck?
Right.
And that's one thing. And I hate to, goddamn, I hate to give these niggas props, but that's one thing I respect Internet Money for doing is that they develop they pick up their artists, even though, you know, again, they got the Boule Circle over there with Alamo / Interscope, but none of that really could or can or wouldn't have worked out unless they would have worked with that artist. And it could have went either way. It could have went south. It could have went north. But respectfully so, even though I don't like that bitch ass nigga Taz Taylor, I gotta give him his props for getting that shit together. So, anyways, going forward here, you know, he says that, and I respect that because the capping shit is ridiculous. And this is where Busy Work Beats chimes in. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to promote piracy, but however, some people didn't have the means or know how to fund their career. Okay. This is in context of what Empty the Future was talking about, I believe. I will click on it. Fuck it. We'll click on it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, he said, I don't promote piracy. However, some people didn't have the means or know how to fund their career. They have tons of knowledge of music production and want to leverage the DAW to help others. And when they make enough money, they buy everything and more, plus become successful. And, you know, Busy Work Beats doing his Zen thing. That's my brother. I understand that. I know there's some dark side under that motherfucker. He's an Aries, just like me. I just choose to wear my horns out in public. But that was in response to MG the Future. The real conspiracy is how some one is gonna teach you about success, but can't open up FL Studio and see their name in the corner.
Come on, hell no.
Or their name says
You get Team Air to get it blacked out. I mean,
got that special skin that covers that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
And my response to that was, I wish it was true. There are several genius videos with successful multi-platinum producers with Team Air or Team Union at the top left of their screen in their FL Studio browser, FL Studio 11 browser. Let's be specific on which version of FL Studio is the best one, quote unquote.
11 is the best, man. 12 and 20, now that's garbage. If you don't have 11, you're not a real FL Studio user. Let's be real.
Yeah, so let's not even talk about their plugins. Yet we are the ones that get copyright strikes, and that was in reference to, again, Curtis King, which Curtis King didn't like me because we went about it the wrong way. But you know, we was laughing at the fact that he got copyright strikes for having a basic not having FL Studio, but he's talking about money and giving success tips and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong. Well, there's a whole lot wrong with that. But the thing is, it happened. It happened to all of us, basically. Image Line went to everybody's channel and was trying to find out who was legit this, that, and the third, because you got these fuck ass niggas that don't want to see us survive in this game. Because because let's be specific here, certain YouTubers got attacked like that, and yeah, like it's quite kind of obvious when certain other YouTubers have not gotten attacked as of late. Like there's still niggas out there with that's pushing their drum kits, that's talking about being in LA and all this shit, that don't got their damn license, and it's kind of fucked up. I just think it's fucked up. But anyways, then I was talking to D Starks or whatnot. Man, this was very spicy, bro. Yeah, we was just talking about how we just got to get on this cap train, and there's a whole bunch of other things that they're gonna explain probably when their podcast.
Yeah, we should leave the rest of the heat for them, because I think they're gonna do a great job.
You damn right.
It's gonna be I'm
ready.
My wireless headphones charged and everything. I'm ready. Just be chilling, listening.
Yeah. And then we start talking about blocking people. Of course, I was saying my blocking people days are over with, because again, remember we was talking about like people have to react to your videos. So again, this is important. I want everybody to know this, because it doesn't matter if you're a YouTube tutorial channel or if you are a vlogging channel or whatever. Impressions matter. Like people have to react to your channel. This is why I question like a lot of people's legitimacy, is because it's easy to do I did some research on YouTube bots too, by the way. And if you put in the work and you want to make up 100 fake channels or whatever, and mind you, I'm not gonna do that. I don't give a fuck if it's the video bombs. It bombs. I want naturalness all the way into the end. But if you make enough YouTube bots and have 100 comments that is going to give you the thumbs up from YouTube. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. That ain't going to never change. And when you get 100 comments or better within a certain time period, or 50 comments or better in a certain time period, or a certain amount of likes, that means, guess what? You're going to start getting more recommendations. You're going to start being on the front page, what you should watch and all that, whatever the shit's called. You're going to be on there a whole lot often, meaning that you're going to get more views in the future. So that's why a lot of us rush to get these damn reviews out and stuff like that. And it seems like, oh, well, somebody's copying your video and just different things. Because you got to talk about the trending shit, because the trending shit is going to get the most reactions out of people. And and to the credit of MG the Future and CMP, they know this. So why not stir the pot on damn Twitter? And a lot of this shit does need to be addressed. But the people that are ducking because they're winning, and they're winning in the most fucking ridiculous ways. But yeah, I was talking about blocking people. And the reason why I was talking about blocking people is because I'd rather argue with a motherfucker and make them feel incompetent, or they just shit on me and get whatever type of likes, and my video gets promoted. So the gig is up. If you shit on me anyways and you get likes and dislikes, I'm not gonna delete it. Matter of fact, most of the people that I blocked, I unblocked them on my social media because I want them to help me get my shit up. So go ahead and argue and be a hater all you want in my comment sections or whatever you want to do on my social media. You're helping me out, my nigga.
I mean, every time somebody leave a hate comment on my video, y'all go see what I do. I reply and I always thank them every time. Like, come on. What? Gotta be smart.
I love this shit. But yeah. And then of course I sat there and looked at my depressing damn Isotope video I just did with the vocal doubler, which got shit views, and somebody shitted on me, and I started talking about my homie did his thing on the song. People like the song in real life, but of course you had that one asshole that's gonna show up and say, oh, the song is whack. What the fuck do you think is good then? That's what I want to know.
Well, go their channel. They got no videos, no views, no nothing. They got a face. They probably got to look a little icon cartoon character. They probably sitting at home with their mama, watching this on her laptop or her cell phone because they can't afford their own. I mean, that's how it always is. So fuck them. That's how I see.
Right.
If you got the balls to talk about somebody else, make sure that you put your own stuff out there too, so we can judge your shit. If you can't do that, you pussy, you scared, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Just leave a dislike and move on. I guess I'm just a real one, So I'm a real one. I ain't scared to put myself out there. But all these little bitches out there are.
They want to run over there to internet money and motherfucking work with fucking Little Tekka and his capping ass shit. But anyway,
got everybody fucked up. But anyway,
hope his auto tune capping, or they want to listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine talk about he's only snitched because they fucked his baby mama that he didn't marry. If he gave a fuck about the woman in the first place, he would have married the bitch.
Man,
but whatever.
If they fucked your baby mama, she ain't worth it anyway. So let her ass be fucked. Right. Go find somebody else, man. Be a man. I'm being a little.
That's weird. The shit. That's the shit we got to deal with. Niggas that think so backwards. But or the niggas that fucking downvote an artist that got their whole entire idea beat stolen, and then fucking Lil Nas X comes out with some shit that sounds exactly like it, but it's not fire though.
There's no fire. He stole it from come on, man, get the fuck out of y'all.
You're gonna dislike that nigga though. But anyways,
it wasn't even an artist either.
So Busy Work Beast gets in here and he chimes in, and of course he says some people don't want to be filmed. Why is working with an artist highest value? Why should they always post their sessions? People like people they relate to. Producing artists is not the only way to make money in the industry. Of course, Busy works.
But at the same time, it's like you can't sit there. I mean, if you talking all this stuff about you working with all these artists and all that, why can't you show us that? Why is it so hard to show us that?
Right. That's the thing. That's the fucking thing. Like
that's it.
We're gonna go back into the Metro Boomin paradigm. and we're going to talk about how, of course, he had his following in the Midwest before he came to Atlanta. Though when he started working with Meathead, which became Future, that's when everybody really started paying him some fucking attention. All of his sessions, all the things that he did, he filmed and he took pictures with these artists before anybody gave a fuck about them. And he now to this very day still does that exact same thing. So why is that such a hard concept to buy into if we're gonna sit there and take pictures in LA in a hotel room. I'm just saying, what the fuck?
Come on, man. It's ass backwards, man. But I can't agree with that when he said. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I respect what he's saying. It's not like Busy Word Beast is really trying to. He's trying to bring light to the darkness and try to have something going on. The real spicy comment definitely has to go to DJ Payne one, because DJ Payne one came and I'm gonna have to look that up. But you know, Nick Rolling Music, and I do apologize for choppy talking. It's geared. He talks about YouTube. He's chiming in on something that it took me forever to respond to. It's geared up to make you pay money for exposure. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter all have throttled organic growth, which is very, very fucking true. Only 25% of your feed will see it. If that, it's even less on fucking Twitter, unless people start liking and reacting to it. Of course, if you see something, when Payne One says something, that just stays in the thing forever. When MT the Future was saying all this spicy stuff, it was staying and everybody could see that because people were responding to it. But, you know, okay, so anyways, you know, you got to pay for this exposure. You know, everybody wants money because money. You know, and that kind of just makes it kind of gloomy, you know, that people can't just organically grow these days anymore and just be, you know, seen. You know, it's all based on basically product placement. Everybody, if you ain't got something from some of the newest hot shit, which I'm so tired of some of these shitty ass demos from some of these dudes that get stuff weeks in advance for a pre-order. And like, if you don't get like the new hot shit, or if you ain't talking about a type beat this, like, there's no discovery in between that. Like, there's no room to be good anymore. And by definition, being good these days, it's just like, oh, well, you know how to copy somebody's shit. And what's weird is when certain people, again, when I start to copy somebody and I can do shit, I can resynthesize a lot of these niggas fucking tracks. And people are like, oh, I want you to do your own shit. When you gonna do your own shit? Where are you niggas at when other niggas post their type beat shits? Like, where the fuck are you guys at?
Well, they in the comments saying, yo, this is dope as hell. I like this fire, man.
Fire, man, you're God.
You really, you know, get the praying hands emoji, the fire emoji, the 100, you know. that's how it always is.
And it's like, what the fuck? Either A, these niggas are making these accounts to where they're making their own account to shit on other people and then turn around and on their page praise themselves. I wouldn't put that past a lot of these niggas. A lot
of these, you know, one of these other content creators that, well, whatever they are, producers, whatever. Yeah, they got these fake accounts. They be going shitting on people all the time. I be seeing it. They be trying to hide from, but they can't. But you know, they think they're doing something. But it is what it is.
Waste of fucking time. But
it's just whatever.
Yeah, it's just a waste.
I mean, it's just man, they say 2019 got everybody fucked up. This shit, like this shit was like 2019 got people fucked up.
All right, so MG the Future says he's starting his engine, guys. So
shit, we better speed us. I don't want to miss this.
All right,
any new stuff? New stuff.
I gotta pull up. Oops, I'm pressing all kinds of wrong buttons and shit. New stuff here. You know, I'm gonna go to Music Radar to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think there were any new VST. Well, there was I want to drop the video about it. I don't want to say it right now. There's a plugin just got a huge update that's fucking amazing. So I'll be making a video about that.
What I thought we already talked about Mass Effects.
Get out of here!
No. With that. But anyways, all right. So you know, as far as I see, it ain't really much that is worth even talking about. I mean, the Sunspot new wavetable synth, the $8 synth, I've had it. I had it since Monday. I bought it, and then that's when they decided to send me, you know, just to get that extra hot piping likes and views and shit like that. They sent that shit to me. Spoiler alert, I'm not that impressed with it. Another spoiler, is CPU heavy as hell.
What, Cheese Machine?
No, I'm talking about the Unison plugin by Soundspot. I said Sunspot. I'm talking about the damn.
Yeah, I ain't tried it. They sent me. They're gonna send me that. I said I'll pass on that one.
Waze came out with version 11, the update for the Renaissance line, and added 1,400 artist presets and increased increases compatibility. Of course, their stuff is now ready for the damn Mac OS because y'all dudes are special and everything that you do on Macworld has to be updated severely or whatever. But the reality of it is, when they was talking about it briefly, and I can't remember who it was, but it was letting me know that every last one of these guys knew about this for 5 years. So that means that like Apple has been working on this for 5 years. I don't know how privileged that information was, but that just gives you a perspective about these developers, that they could have been on the ball about this shit. But Waves, my comments about it, the new update as far as version 11, good. I think this Wave Central in general is much better than it was. The number 10 was a fucking nightmare. Not gonna like me saying that. That goes against their very fabric of me saying that publicly. But their version 10 was a nightmare in most cases when everybody had to update to that because it automatically updated plugins and shit like that, and that was not a good look. This one just updates just Wave Central, and then if you want to update your plugins, it lets you know that there's an update available, and then you get to choose if you want to update or not. I didn't get the Renaissance series, even though I paid for it and I own it. I don't have the new skins, but they're just new skins.
So I bought it. I bought it when they had a last month or a month before that, I can't remember. They had a deal on the bundle. I went ahead and bought it, so I got it. I got the update for free. But I do like the Wave Central do update. It's a lot easier to install stuff and uninstall and get everything right. I know I was having issues with a lot of my plugins where they wouldn't open up in FL Studio right, but the Waves
in version 10, yeah. I had the same problem. But way I fixed it in FL for version 10 is that I just had to rescan every last chromosome of my plugins, which took about an hour.
I had to do the offline legacy install to get them to work, but now
I did that too, so I guess that's probably why that's how I had to fix it later.
But I like the way now it'll delete everything and then reinstall everything and everything works perfectly. Far as the Renaissance plugins go, the GUI is not impressive to me. To me, it's not impressive. I mean, it's still the plugins are great. Don't get me wrong. The Renaissance plugins are some of the best plugins.
Absolutely. I live by it, die by it. I don't give a fuck, man. There's so many damn things that you could do with the Renaissance plugins, man, that just makes it the fact that they are simple as shit to make it very easy for every engineer to do. And it's not only that, they're very CPU light.
Yes.
I like a lot of shit by Isotope. I really do. But it's CPU heavy as shit sometimes. Holy shit.
I will give Waves the credit because they do allow you to still use the old GUI if you don't like the new one, which I think is amazing. So they give you a black or white, they give you a black version, a white version, then they give you the legacy version. So if you don't like the new version, you can switch back to the legacy version. It looks good. So I'm glad they didn't throw that away. But other than that, I may say the Wave Central was a good update. It just sucks that you got to rebuy your plugins and say if you don't have the update within a certain time, you got to repay for it to get the new version, which I think sucks. It's always like UAD. How you gotta buy the same damn plugin, with a new feature. But
all right, guys, I appreciate everybody for joining us today.
Oh, it's starting.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta go. Well,
I highly recommend that y'all should subscribe because the shit's about to go down. I couldn't even get through all of it. I appreciate everybody for joining us. They need to make it to where we can send people all to their damn stream on YouTube. God damn YouTube, get like Twitch.
They can do that Twitch. They can get like Twitch.
But anyways, guys, God bless y'all. I'm hitting y'all with the outro because I definitely want to see the shit show. Boy, it's going down.
Y'all be easy. Have a good one.
God bless.